Stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. To start the drive. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now left side on the swing pass, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. On 4th down on is Logan Cook to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at about the 28. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Eagles at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
In a draft day stunner, A.J. Brown was shipped from Tennessee to Philadelphia. He'd appeared to be the long-awaited answer for Tennessee at receiver, and that can be that same long-awaited answer in Philadelphia. 2,000-yard seasons and 24 touchdowns in his first.
Hurts fumbles it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. This defense for the Jags, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeJuan Smoot getting in there, recording the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends of what we've seen so far.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Hurts to throw. Sliding out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Foley Fatukasi who got in there and finished off the play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Hurts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Josh Allen providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On third down, Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a real priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Hey, stand up!
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 1st down, Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, so sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion.
Come on.
One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
On the return, here's Agnew. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dwayne Smoot picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Check Bobcats, check Bobcats. Warriors 70.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
That has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Man, he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble.
And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Sanders on first down, not finding much of anything there as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
60 Vikings, 19 Lions. Go.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
On the move to his left. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here comes Sanders on the toss right. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was a place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Man, he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the ball.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 with a starting field position like that. 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Here's Lawrence to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
19 Tiger. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
From the 38, Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Down inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, walk it.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Smash!
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Another run with Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Let's go now.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, stand up!
Here's Lawrence. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Back to throw, Lawrence. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there, and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
Ready, break.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
That was an excellent come from behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Eagles, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be at home next week